Queen Elizabeth has ordered a high-level summit for today to hash out the next move for the royal family. It comes after Harry and Meghan's bombshell announcement that they were stepping back from their royal duties. Our Charlie D'Agata is following the story from England. Charlie, where is this meeting taking place?
Well, good morning and welcome to Sandringham. This is one of the Queen's favorite country retreats. It's where she comes to get away from it all. But not today. Today, it is the scene of that summit which could have impact on the royal family for generations to come. It's going down. The monarch, Her Majesty the Queen, the heir to the throne, Prince Charles, the future king, Prince William, and the renegade Prince Harry. No friendly family gathering, but an unprecedented crisis meeting called after Harry and Meghan said they wanted to pull out of their royal duties and spend more time in North America in a shock public announcement that reportedly broadsided the Queen. We're told Meghan, who's currently in Canada with son Archie, may take part by phone. On the agenda, the couple's role going forward, who's to pay for their transatlantic lifestyle, their security detail until now paid for by British taxpayers, how they'll be able to keep their home, Frogmore Cottage, and what commercial deals they'll be able to strike. The crisis has sparked frenzied speculation in the media, from a backlash aimed at Meghan to reports she and Harry felt bullied by Prince William, a claim the brothers denied this morning. However, there has been tension between them, felt by Prince William, says royal correspondent Roya Nika.
He feels very sad that there's been this split that's seen them go into what he described as separate entities. He talked about not being able to put his arm around his brother anymore, and that makes him sad.
Dealing with those divisions is something Harry has touched on in the past.
We're brothers, we'll always be brothers. We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me.
Critics argue that Meghan knew what she was signing up for when she said yes. Still, William may try to salvage a way to keep the couple in the fold.
He's hoping, I think, that there can come a point where Harry and Meghan feel, happy enough in their own progressive new roles, and he's keen that the royal family supports them.
So, Charlie, barring a reversal of their decision to essentially leave the royal family, how would any solution to this problem look?
That is the key question. It's among several key questions. And the words they're kind of using is like half royal, one foot in, 1 foot out. And to what degree do they remain royals? Because they're going to be hammering out, as the couple have said themselves, they want to be financially independent. Well, kind of arguably where their value is the fact that he's Prince freaking Harry and she's Meghan. So they've got to be dealing with that brand. The royal family will want to protect that brand. So they'll be talking about the commercial stakes now that they are essentially freed from the royal family. They won't have to do as many royal duties. You have no idea how busy the Queen is something like 300 appointments that she'll have over the course of a year. It's slowed down some. Charles has picked that up, but William and Harry have been a very important part of that, and that's part of what they're supposed to do. And the reason that there's been so much controversy here is, taxpayers are paying for their security, they're paying for their travel. These guys don't fly economy. They're paying for Frogmore House, which is where they were staying in Windsor, $2 million pounds worth of renovations that were going on there. So, when you're within the royal family, you're essentially an employee. What they're going to have to try to figure out is if they can balance some of the royal duties. They don't want to kick them out of the family, as William has said, while they can still achieve what they want to achieve in North America, places like Canada and in LA.
Yeah. So this would not be the first time a British a member of the royal family left the family, if you will, for an American woman. King Edward abdicated in 1937, and the royal family survived that. So what's the worst case scenario here, Fearing, if Prince Harry and Meghan decouple from the royal family?
Yeah, well, I think when we talk about abdication and the fact that we're not talking about a future king, he's 6th or 7th. I've lost count now as far as how far back he is. So he's not necessarily part of the lineage. So he wouldn't be sort of kicked out of the House of Windsor. Prince Harry is always going to be Prince Harry. But they are talking about their titles, that HRH title, His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, and how that will apply going ahead in the future. Again, this is unprecedented. Yes, we've had what they call here minor royals, like the cousins and nephews of the lineage. A brother to a future king married to an American is much different. And that's why we're in uncharted waters here. My hunch, because the messages that we've been getting so far, is that William is going to do what he can to try to solve this, to try to make sure. He said, they came out with a statement today because there were a couple of reports that Meghan said that she felt like she and Harry had been bullied by Prince William. Well, they immediately made a statement that had not happened. We need to clear that up right away. So it's already clear that he wants to keep, it's his brother after all. He wants to keep that family as tight as he can.
Can I read that statement to you? Because I think this was sort of a bit of a bombshell article that on this side of the pond we didn't get a chance to read, but you might have gotten a chance to look at. But the statement was, despite clear denials, a false story ran in a UK newspaper today speculating about the relationship between the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of Cambridge. For brothers who care so deeply about the issues surrounding mental health, the use of inflammatory language in this way is offensive and potentially harmful. And that inflammatory language was saying that, you know, William was bullying his younger brother, and they really sort of took offense to that. I thought to myself, you know, the way he handles this would be an indication of the type of king he might be. So, you know, it's not just about his relationship with his brother, but can he fulfill the role that he is, if you will, destined to play?
Yes, well, you know, it's a role that William takes very seriously. And we have to make that clear that, you know, the speed at which that was delivered, because these reports started this morning. We ourselves are putting it in one of the reports that she had been bullied. They put that fire out as quickly as possible. Also important that was a sort of joint statement. It wasn't just William, but Harry who put that out. And it just goes to that sort of media frenzy of everybody telling these stories based on royal insiders or sources. At the same time, whether or not we use the word bully or take the bully part out, the sentiment, the idea that when Prince Harry, what he does and how he behaves, he does have to run past his brother because his brother is the future king.
Right.
There is what Roy Anika called a pecking order. And you know, you might resent that, but that is the way things are run. You know, you've got Charles, you've got William, and you've got Harry, and you've got to balance that.